Okay, so now you've finished folding the flaps back down, so turn the model over. And now we want to open the left side of the model like this, across the line going straight down. So what we do is grab the left corner of paper and fold it over that line there, indicated by my finger. Notice how there's a crease in the paper? And you want to open the model along that line. So we grab the left side of paper and pull it to the right. And we want to hold it in that position with our finger at the top of the model, and we want to hold the paper there. So doing it again, grab the left side of paper and fold it vertically over to the right, over the crease. And now we have to hold it in place on the top, because otherwise, and the model won't lie flat, but that's okay. And now we want to bring this protruding flap of paper up to the top. And notice the triangular flap at the bottom of the model. You want to push it to the side, either side is fine, and sort of flatten the top a bit. And the bit sticking up in the middle of the model, we want to pull that to the top of the model, and thus flatten it. So hold the flap, and then just pull it up a few times, so you get a feel for how or where you're meant to be folding over. So after you've pushed it to the top of the model, we want to collapse the sides inwards. So push it to the top of the model so the sides move in a bit, and then you can fold the sides inward along the crease indicated. My fold is pretty bad, and I just fix it a bit so it aligns with the middle of the model. Repeat on the other side, and then your model should lie flat. Notice, keep an eye for the colors of the paper. Take the top of the top corner or the bottom corner and fold it up halfway, and that's going to form the tail of the rabbit. And then fold everything back down. We'll fold the bit in half, and then we finish the tail. So now what you want to do is fold both flaps of paper back up. And now we're going to start working on the legs of the model. So what we're going to do is pull the flap of paper inside. So we'll expand it, collapse it, and fold it back onto itself, which sounds complicated. So you want to fold the left back to the right and make a crease or a line in the paper, so you can see, so it gives you an indicator of where your fold is going to be. So open the top half or the bottom half of the paper by sticking your finger inside it, like that half of the paper. Open as many layers as possible, and then you can jam your finger in it a few times to make it expand properly. And now we want to collapse this flap of paper. So notice on the left side of the model, the paper will be folded as far as it can go. So the fold will go as far as it can go on the top left, sorry, and then on the bottom right, it will go up to where your finger is, or where the crease you made is. And then the flap of paper should collapse, and your model is flat again. And then fold the right flap of paper back to the left, and hopefully it will look something like this. And now we want to do the same thing, except we're going to open the top flap of paper and then bring it back up to the bottom. So grab the flap of paper and expand it just like you did before, using a finger to hold down the model, or a thumb in this case, to hold down the model while you expand the flap of paper. You want to bring the flap up so that it aligns vertically on the left side. It should extend over the edge of the model a bit. And then you want to bring the right side of the paper back to the left, like you did before. I actually did it really badly this time, so I'm going to go back and fix it so that it looks better. Because my fold is a bit screwed up. It should look something like this. And now we're going to repeat on the other side. So fold the right side of the paper back to the left so you know where your crease is going to be. So you know where to hold the paper when you're making your first expansion. I actually did it the wrong way there. Just ignore those last few seconds. So you want to open the model on the bottom side and then expand downwards as far as it can go on the right side, and then up to the crease on the left side. And then I skipped that step back there, but you bring it back. You bring the left side back over to the right along the line indicated. And then you want to repeat the other fold as well, bring it back up to the top. This one turns out better than my other leg. And I don't have to redo it, which is good. The larger your feet are, you'll see how the feet turn out later, but the larger your feet are, the better, because the easier it is to stand up. So now you want to bring the whole flapper, the entire flapper paper back down, so the entire leg and foot back down, on both sides. And you should be able to start to see how your rabbit, or the form of your rabbit, is going to turn out. And now we want to shape the arms of the model. So what you do is you fold the triangular flaps down that are sticking out, and you fold them halfway back up, like so. Repeat with the other arm, and you should be able to see how the arms turn out in the rabbit. And then the last step is the head, which we're going to do in the next video.